Welcome back to Rekt Radio, the show where we watch the future being built, even if the construction site looks a little chaotic. I'm Sunny, and folks, the gears are turning, and the blueprint is getting clearer every single day.
And I'm Cole. I'm here to read the fine print on that blueprint, which seems to include a lot of new surveillance towers and a few legal minefields. Let's dig into the glorious, messy details.
It's not a minefield, Cole. It's the process of paving the road. And the biggest news on that front comes straight from the top. The White House just laid out a plan to formalize tax rules for crypto held in foreign accounts. This is huge.
Oh, it's huge, all right. A huge expansion of government surveillance. You're celebrating the fact that the IRS is now going to treat every crypto holder like a potential tax cheat, forcing foreign exchanges to report on U.S. citizens. This isn't legitimacy, Sonny. It's the formalization of the global dragnet.
It's the definition of legitimacy. You can't have a multi-trillion-dollar asset class operating in a gray area forever. This is how you build a stable foundation. It closes loopholes, provides clarity for everyone, and brings in an estimated $10 billion in revenue. It's a sign that the government is finally taking this seriously as a permanent part of the financial system. It's a necessary step toward mainstream trust.
They're taking it seriously as a source of revenue to be squeezed. While the IRS is building this global reporting system, the Department of Justice is trying to set a terrifying precedent that could kill innovation in its crib. I'm talking about the closing arguments in the Roman Storm trial.
Exactly. A crucial test for the entire industry. The defense is making the case that writing and publishing open-source code is a form of speech, and that a developer can't be held liable for what criminals do with his tool. This is our chance to defend the very idea of permissionless innovation. It's a battle for the soul of the internet.
Let me jump in here. The prosecution is arguing that he and his team knowingly operated a billion-dollar money laundering service that was the go-to tool for North Korea's Lazarus Group. You can't just build a financial weapon, watch a rogue state use it to wash stolen funds, and then claim you're just an innocent artist. At some point, I just write code isn't a defense. It's a deliberate blind eye. A win for him could greenlight a whole new generation of privacy-for-hire tools designed for illicit use.
It's a tool for privacy, period. Financial privacy is a human right, not a criminal enterprise. And while this crucial legal battle is happening, you have other parts of the system showing just how broken the old way is. A Florida sheriff's office had to return over $400,000 in crypto they seized from a guy because a court ruled the seizure was unconstitutional. The laws they used were so vague they didn't even properly apply.
And you think that's a good thing? That's my whole point. The entire system is chaos. You've got local cops making up the rules as they go along, the DOJ trying to criminalize software development, and the White House trying to tax it all into oblivion. It's a three-front war, and the only people who seem to have a clear plan are the regulators.
The plan is being written right now, and the builders are helping to write it. Look at the exchanges themselves. Coinbase, CBO, and others are petitioning the SEC to change the rules to speed up ETF approvals. They want to be able to launch new crypto funds without a months-long bespoke approval process every single time, putting them on the same level as other commodity ETFs. They are actively trying to work with the system to build better, faster, more efficient markets. That's progress.
That's desperation. They see the window closing and are trying to shove as many products through it as possible before it slams shut. They know the regulatory environment is hostile, so they're asking for a procedural shortcut. It's not a sign of a healthy partnership. It's a sign that they're trying to outrun the law.
It's a sign that the technology is outpacing the bureaucracy, as it always does, and the next generation isn't even asking for permission. Did you see that story about the high school kids who won a hackathon with a trading bot they built using ChatGPT?
I did, and it's the stuff of my nightmares.
What? It's incredible. A group of teenagers used an off-the-shelf AI to create a bot that analyzes news, social media, and technicals to trade crypto, and it was profitable in their tests. This is the ultimate democratization of finance. A few years ago, this kind of power was reserved for quant funds with billion-dollar budgets. Now, any curious kid with a laptop can build it. This is how you unlock human potential.
You're unlocking the potential for teenagers to lose their savings at the speed of light. You just said it yourself. The bot trades based on social media sentiment. So we're celebrating a system that automates trading based on the collective wisdom of Reddit and X? It's a recipe for disaster. We're teaching the next generation to build faster, more efficient ways to get wrecked, mistaking the ramblings of the mob for genuine market signals.
You're missing the bigger picture. It's not just about this one bot. It's about a paradigm shift. An entire generation is growing up as native users of AI. The tools for sophisticated analysis and creation are becoming abundant and free. Think of the wave of innovation that's going to be unleashed when building complex financial tools becomes as easy as writing a high school essay.
I'm thinking about the wave of systemically linked algorithmic trading bots all scraping the same influencers and all panic selling at the same time because the AI misinterpreted a joke as a serious threat. It's not a democratized market, it's a fragile ecosystem of automated lemmings heading for a cliff. But I know this is where you live, Sonny, in the land of pure potential. So let's ground ourselves in the here and now. Let's look at the big one, Bitcoin, and see what the data on TradingView is actually telling us.
Let's do it. The charts don't lie. And right now, the chart is telling a fascinating story of strength and patience. The overall summary is a solid buy.
A buy, huh? Not a strong buy. Sounds a little hesitant for a market that's supposedly on the verge of a glorious new chapter. What are the components saying?
This is the best part. This is where the real signal is. The moving averages, which show the deep underlying powerful trend, are flashing a strong buy. That's the macro picture, Cole. It's a confirmation that the long-term momentum is carrying us upward. The foundation is solid.
The foundation is old news. The moving averages are a lagging indicator. They're a history lesson. What are the oscillators saying? The tools that measure what's happening right now, the real-time buying and selling pressure.
The oscillators are sitting at neutral, and that's what makes this so incredibly bullish.
Neutral? Sonny, that's the definition of a stall. A strong buy in the real view and neutral on the dashboard means the engine has cut out. The buyers are exhausted, the sellers have fought them to a standstill, and the market has zero conviction. That's not a launchpad, that's the moment of weightlessness at the top of a roller coaster, right before the plunge.
It is the most beautiful setup you could ask for. It's a coiled spring. The strong buy on the long-term trend is confirmed, and the neutral reading on the oscillators is just the market taking a healthy, necessary breath. It's consolidating its gains, building up energy, and getting ready for the next explosive move higher. This isn't a stall, it's a pit stop in the middle of a winning race. It's a chance to get on board before the real acceleration begins.
It's a bull trap, plain and simple. It's luring in optimists who are looking at the past trend while ignoring the present reality that all the energy is gone. A market that can't decide where to go next usually decides to go down, especially when it's been going up for a while. That neutral signal is a warning siren that you're choosing to interpret as background music.
That's all for this episode of Rekt Radio. I see an industry that is actively building the bridges to the mainstream, fighting the right legal battles, and creating the tools for a new generation of innovators. The trend is our friend. Stay bullish.
And I see an industry being squeezed from all sides by regulators, while its most enthusiastic new participants are building automated tools for self-destruction. Be careful when the past looks rosy, but the present is a standstill. Don't get caught in the trap. You've been listening to Rekt Radio.